Hi, welcome to Pictures, Noise and Words. I'm Hedgie, and this is Cabodano. Cabodano have a new album out called, it's in Galician, okay? It's El Migliore Matase, and Cabodano, and no doubt if they're watching this, laughing and pointing at me right now for that terrible pronunciation. El Migliore Matase. I'm sorry if I've mangled it. But anyway, that translates as, it's better to kill yourself. So how's that for an album title? I featured Cabodano on the channel a couple of times before. They're from Galicia, which is why they speak Galician. And I always say this every single time in case you don't know where it is. I think we should put it on the map, basically. So they're basically in Spain, which is, sorry, but you're kind of they're in Galicia, right? But Galicia is sort of in Spain, just north of Portugal. And they have their own language, and it's a small place, but they have their own language, and somehow it's a big enough place to produce a band like this. Go figure. So yeah, a couple of years ago, Cabodano sent me an email, and I featured their song, and I was like, yay! And then they sent me the coolest album ever, which I haven't got to hand, but if you go back and watch them on my other videos with Cabodano, you'll see I hold it up and go, look at this. So yeah, they've got a new album, and they've got a song off the album you'd be surprised to hear, and it's, I'm pretty sure you just say it as Portas, but I'm not certain, but it translates as The Doors, okay? I don't think it's about The Doors. Fairly brutal band, fairly uncompromising, fairly exactly what we like to have. So I've got a lot of time for this band. The singer has a voice that I kind of all instantly recognize. He's just got one of those voices. So I've always enjoyed their stuff in the past, to the point where I have not seen one single second of this song. I just went, oh, it's Cabodano. Throw it on there, right? I don't know who else in YouTube land is featuring Cabodano, but I like them. Yep, I'd recognise his voice anyway, which is odd, really, isn't it? If you're a person who says, "Oh, I don't really like songs in different languages," because I don't, you'd be surprised to hear I don't speak Galician. Um, I don't like songs in another language, but I really like black metal and death metal and extreme metal. It's like, oh well, really? Um, because let's face it, most black and death metal bands could be singing their shopping list for all you know. Um, so I kind of go with, to me, if I'm listening to this, I'm going with the melody. I'm going with the intent and the feeling of it. But the other thing about Cabodano that's always struck me is that they have these melodies, but they also have layers. So what when you listen to a band like this, and it could be a straightforward, and we'll get to the end and we'll have a good shout and blah 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 blah. If you're going to like produce some quality music, it requires that extra effort, and you hear it in this. You hear the layers in the guitars, you hear the extra counterpoint melodies or whatever. And that's what I like when I hear a band like this, that they're not a big band, you know. I hope they don't mind me saying that, but I think they had what's the right word? I'm sure they've managed their own expectation coming from where they come from. It's a tiny place, and they're determined to sing in their native language. Well done, you. Um, oh shit, I forgot where I was going with that. Um, but yes, they put in all of the effort. They go, yeah, we're gonna make the best thing we can make. And I've always, ever since I first heard them, had a lot of time for Cabodano. So this is not objective because I was predisposed to like this, but I think this sounds really good. It's got a slightly raw sound to it. It's got that, here is the production and everything that we can afford for where we are in this stage of our careers, and I think it's a positive for them. If you cleaned all that up, I don't think it would sound as good, but don't get me wrong, I think the production's fine. I'm just saying the type of production they've got actually lends to the songs they're making. So it's not going to be for everyone. I understand that, but Cabodano, literally not that far from me, really, in northern Spain, Portugal area, in Galicia, but people don't know where that is. If you told me 2 years ago that Galicia was an island, I would have gone, oh, right, okay, Um, look it up on the map. In fact, just go and look at one of my other, I think on the first video I did with them, I might have actually got Google Maps up and went, look, it's there. Um, yeah, Cabodano, great band. Let me know what you think as ever, and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.